Hey, welcome to the Old Computer Museum channel, and this is a video talking about a Commodore 64 emulator. In many of my videos I've used CCS64, and I had a few problems with a lot of ROMs on it, so I started looking out for something else and downloaded what is called Vice 64. So if I put it a little smaller here, Vice 64 is this nice little emulator for Windows. Works on all versions of Windows, including Windows XP, Vista 7, and even in Windows 8, and works really well. So you got that little window here, and everything is customizable basically. So you got the file menu with the disk and tape attached that you want to do, a quick load of any auto start. You've got your reset and everything, the monitor. You can snapshot, so you can load images, which is pretty cool. Take snapshots. What's really nice, you can actually start a recording of your gameplay. So it's really nice for that. You can actually just record the gameplay, and it's cool. It's one of the only emulators that I know of that actually does that. And actually I was thinking of maybe changing the way I do the videos, because the fact that I'm talking a lot in my videos, sometimes on some of the games it kind of, you know, makes me play bad on some games because I'm talking, so I'm kind of distracted at the same time. And I was thinking that maybe with this I could do, for example, a gameplay and then let the gameplay go on while I'm talking, so results are going to be better. So this is cool because, you know, you record the game, and it makes cool little videos. So if you like to play a game, or maybe you're playing a game and you're really getting to an achievement that is incredible, what's cool is that the fact that you can record it, at least you can show someone, well, you know what, look at this, I went to this level and I've never done it before, which is pretty cool. Lots of options, the refresh rates, the speed, the warp mode for loading. You've got video and all sorts of emulation available. You of course can use a PC joystick and use your joysticks into the Vice game. All the video, all the standards, everything's there to actually make it as you want on different monitors and machines. Settings, lots of settings, as you see here. The RAM, RS-232, the cartridge, and the ROM, the SID play, the SID chip for the sound, light pen, mouse, keyboard, everything is customizable to the max. So it really is a very good emulator. And actually after using it for a while, I found that this emulator is much better than the CCS64 actually. So if you've used both, I'd like to have your comments on what do you think. Is Vice or CCS64 better? The CCS64 version has one big advantage, is that you can download a DOS version of CCS64. So if you got that old 3 or 486 machine that, you know, is just sitting there doing nothing, what's cool about the DOS version of CCS64 is that you can turn a very old machine into a Commodore 64 machine. And I was thinking about that because I have the occasion of getting a 486 100 megahertz from someone that wants to throw it in the garbage, and actually it works real well. So I don't want to really have that machine thrown away. I was thinking that with CCS64 I could turn it into a Commodore 64 basically, with the program loading into DOS, which would be pretty cool. So lots and lots of options to customize everything on your Commodore 64, and it's really nice. You have different languages of the interface, so if you want to change the interface, you can actually go through the different languages: Turkish, Swedish, Polish, Dutch, Italian, Hungarian, French, German, Danish, and of course English. So lots of languages if you want to have the Vice 64. So Vice 64, it's very fast. It's running actually at this time on a Pentium 4 3 gigahertz. So this is a Pentium 4 machine running it, and it's running really smoothly. So even if it's an old machine, it does do the job quite well. So if you got that old Pentium 4 maybe that you're thinking of retiring, why not, you know, install Windows XP on it and just, you know, leave it at the use it as a Commodore 64 machine, for example. With these emulators now, it's kind of almost better to do it in emulation than on a real machine. I know it doesn't have the same feel. I have a Commodore 128 here that can be used as a Commodore 64 also, and I would like to make it work, but actually I have a problem with my XE1541 cable that doesn't seem to want to work on any of my computers, and I know that there's some issues with the cable and the printer port on some machines, and it seems that most machines I have are not compatible. And so if you got that old machine, it's a cool program to actually turn your old machine into a Commodore 64. You can actually even make a little shortcut in the startup menu so that Vice starts right away in full screen into your PC machine. So all you need is a version of Windows, and you can, you know, if you have that old copy of Windows XP around, hey, why not just put Windows XP, put Vice, and start playing around. And lots of really interesting places on the web where you can get ROMs for the Commodore 64. If you type Commodore 64 ROMs, you'll have literally dozens of websites with all the ROMs. One of the good ones is arnold.org. I believe it's arnold.c64.org. If we go here, yep, arnold.c64.org. Another great place for ROMs is a place called the Old Computer. It's a website called The Old Computer at theoldcomputer.com. So it's a great place also for ROMs. And basically all you have to do is put it somewhere. So I have ROMs, for example, on my desktop, and just go into File, Attach Disk Image, or Auto Start, and you simply get one of those ROMs, Pirates, Three Stooges here, these 64 files, Montezuma, and basically just loads away and works. Really, really nice. So this is a short review of Vice, a Commodore 64 emulator for Windows. Great program, free. What's cool is that when you download Vice, you also download other emulators that are Commodore. So basically this Vice emulator came with a VIC-20 emulator, a PET emulator, a +4 emulator. So it's really cool because you get multiple emulators in one download. So it transforms your PC into multiple Commodore machines basically. So Vice, just Google Vice C64 in Google and you'll get to the website to download it, and free of charge, and a great little program for emulation of Commodore 64. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoy our videos, and hey, if you do, please subscribe to our channel, and you'll be notified every time a video is online. And also take a look at our other videos. We have lots of gameplay and mostly reviews. Not that much of a gameplay, but mostly reviews of games for multiple platforms. Real machines like the Atari ST and the Amiga 500. And lots of emulation stuff with Commodore 64, Super Nintendo, Atari 2600. And much more coming up, so stay tuned. There's going to be so many videos here. So thanks for watching. Hope you come back to the Old Computer Museum. Bye-bye.